Press start to begin.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Super Bonus Round. We are back with more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I'm your host, John Mugiwara Jam, joined as always by my co-hosts, Jad Peanut.
Hey!
And Rich Rainbushes 767.
Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right, leave it to me.
Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance.
Dear God.
For once, I agree with Von Karma. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break.
That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I, found it. So I quickly slipped the boat back in the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
That was vague as shit!
It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
So am I.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick.
Plus, I have the guide, so I'll know what and what not to say to him. Okay, well, I actually meant to... What we usually like to do is, I ask you guys what you think, but Larry's testimony was so vague, what even could I ask you?
I don't even know, and honestly, I don't want this to be fucked up, so that's why I'm just like, nope, just steer the course.
Wasn't there two loud bangs?
Yeah, he mentioned there was two.
Yeah, no, he didn't. Not in this testimony, he didn't. All he said he heard was a bang. He didn't mention anything about two bangs.
Oh!
Yeah.
I went to go check, and I already have the answer. Okay, so the night of the murder, present Lana's disposition at the final statement.
Mm-hmm.
Objection! Wait a sec, Larry.
What?
You only heard one bang? You're sure?
That's what I said.
But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday she heard two bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard two gunshots that night.
Huh?
Were you even listening? Were you even paying attention at all to what they said?
Yo, Nick, please.
Huh?
You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer, you know? So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Oh, Jesus.
Okay?
He's reacting to Larry, I think.
Yes, Mr. Butts!
What?
You only heard one gunshot? Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
You fucking idiot. Ah!
Not sure? How could you not be sure?
How the fuck can you not be sure?
Yeah, well... I might have missed the other gunshot.
Oh.
I was listening to something else.
The fuck fuck can you be listening to in the middle of the fucking lake at night?
I think when he tells you, it'll all become clear. Something else?
Oh.
My radio, dude, with my headphones.
What?
Order, and stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you are listening to the radio with your headphones.
Yeah, so what? That a crime?
You should have been using AirPods.
I listen to my radio. Everyone listens to radio. What's the big deal?
No, they don't. Spotify's a thing now.
So is Pandora. Mr. Von Karma, your opinion?
I agree with him. Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
Yeah,
Continue?
let me keep going. As stupid as it is, Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony.
Please don't.
It's either that or Edgeworth goes to jail.
Yeah. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know what he's lost.
Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me.
I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me.
Oh, dear God.
Phoenix being the audience surrogate
Now you
here.
heard.
Edgeworth is looking at the bailiff right now like, I'm so screwed. Please just take me to the execution chamber.
Oh, this is tasty.
He's just putting his hand on his necklace like, oh, that I'm just waiting to feel what the noose feels like.
Yep. I'm just, I should have just turned the gun on myself in the boot.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. Well, I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You were listening to your radio at a high volume.
This guy didn't like that. Yeah, what's the big problem?
Ironic.
Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country?
This actually takes place in Japan, so kind of.
Sort of.
I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is.
Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? Because I sure as shit can't. What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio.
True enough. It is difficult to believe this testimony.
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me? DJ?
An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between the songs, so you could have heard the gunshot from the lake.
Exactly.
I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. You know, unless he's one of those radio stations in New Jersey where they're constantly blaring sound effects to try and be funny. Like Winnie in the Butt.
Winnie in the butt. Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this church charade.
What's all you got?
It's that or Edgeworth
they
gets
had.
that or Edgeworth to the gallows. Okay. So obviously we just gotta press on the final statement to hear what, because he said, I heard what this DJ say. Well, what did the DJ say? What did she say?
Mr. Wright, please cease the pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us?
More than you think.
Yeah. Indeed, Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care.
We should care.
We should.
I just see that meme. Rich.
I did
Yes.
too. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should.
Why?
Well, how do you know if we don't ask, huh?
Fine. Very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. Thank God Larry's name is not Harry. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
What's so funny, Your Honor?
That's when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas."
Bang!
I heard the gunshot.
Do you any of you see anything wrong with that?
Yes,
Let's see.
it's
Check the
Christmas
autopsy.
Eve.
Yes.
So, didn't the shooting happen on Christmas?
Aha!
Well, okay, you actually have a choice. You can pick either this or this. They have one thing in common, though.
They took place on Christmas.
Yeah, right after midnight.
And what did the DJ say?
It's almost Christmas.
Which means... Wait, huh? That wasn't it?
I think you chose the wrong one.
Okay, it was the wrong photo. Alright, my one and only mess up. I'll play through.
Jesus Christ. Oh. Please get it right.
It's this one.
There you go.
Shut up. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct?
Huh? What's with that face? You look scary, dude. Huh? Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Fever waffle sweats.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshots.
Indeed. And?
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. And the Phoenix Wright social media pages every Christmas Eve share this very picture. They do it every fucking year. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
That would seem to be the case, yes.
But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was in the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera.
12:25, at 12:15, 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him. Suspicious.
What?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butts' claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
He's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight.
Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
The second photo. Look at this photograph! This was taken by our witness yesterday. Miss Lotta Hart with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50.
Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Curious, right?
Which means the murder didn't happen in the boat. It happened on land.
Your Honor.
Yeah.
The real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha!
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Now we're getting somewhere.
Why would this be?
Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes?
No. There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera.
Interesting you say that. Not like someone in this courtroom has tried that before.
Hey, my nose was clear that night, man.
I was actually talking about Maya in that one optional scene we saw.
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove this loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any.
Yes, the pistol.
My body is a machine that turns gas station hot dogs into diarrhea.
What?
Look at the chat.
Anyway.
And John throughout this entire thing for this meme.
So, obviously the answer is the pistol. Why? It was
Fired 3 times.
Fire 3 times.
Yep. This is my evidence.
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. I actually forgot about that, personally.
Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why?
Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? Ah!
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it! I have it!
Yeah?
Remember the case of the Steel Samurai?
Yeah, of course, I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
Wait a minute! No.
What do you mean?
Maya,
Yes?
if we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I got a hunch, and I'm gonna run with it.
Right. I mean, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Wright?
the testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Tisk. So you finally realize the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself.
Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting.
No. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat.
I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 12:15 a.m.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent.
Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are.
So if it's not Robert Hammond there and he was killed earlier, then who would these two be then?
Edgeworth and the murderer?
Correct.
Yeah.
Of course it was Edgeworth and the murderer! After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Mr. Edgeworth.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous!
Mr. Wright? Tell us the name of the murderer then.
Tell us the name of the murderer then. Murderer's name? Right, it's... And you're never gonna believe me when I tell you what the answer is.
I don't know.
Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
You don't know? Must be mac and cheese time in Austin's house.
Sorry.
I was actually about to say the
know.
meme that you put in the chat. Just about McFucking had it with
Yeah,
Discord.
I just about McFucking had it with Discord. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. Just like Discord fucking up.
Do you know why I don't know the name of the murderer?
He doesn't know it either.
I don't know because he never told us.
What?
The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of the crime was not on the boat?
What? Well then, where did the murder take place?
Show the judge where the murder really took place.
It took place on land.
Yeah, but we're on land.
I'd have to say the house.
Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing.
Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime?
Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was on the lake, on the boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop. Mr. Wright? What happened that night on Gerd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Oh! This is around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out in the middle of the lake.
Then, who fired the pistol on the boat? The boat shop caretaker.
Yeah.
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details.
Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness.
To create a witness.
I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look like the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first shot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then,
He jumps into the lake.
the
He
murderer
falls in
jumps from the
lake.
boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
Yeah, it was a dark, foggy middle of the night on Christmas Eve, so who would know? Murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and then threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake.
Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before.
As in the old caretaker.
The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said?
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Your Honor, sir!
Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet.
The witness has disappeared! He's at the boat shop either!
What?
What should I do?
Find him, quickly. We cannot allow him to get away.
Because the caretaker...
Did it?
Well, yeah, because the caretaker is really...
I know who it is.
I know who it is.
Well, we'll find out soon.
Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared.
The search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? And I think his identity has become very important to this trial, along with...
That cavity search.
Does he shit from his ass?
I told you that was an important question, and now look what happened. You let him get away.
Now we must know. I want him. I can't. I want him because I must search his ass. I want to know who he is.
I was just thinking of that one clip that people turned into a meme of Mater from Cars going, I want you. I want you.
I want you.
Very well. Court is adjourned.
Apparently, in that Cars mini show on Disney Plus, they answered the question that if you open a car's door, it's shoulder escape. Hey, Nick, you did it!
We literally achieved a stay of execution for Edgeworth.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else.
An interesting choice of words.
Even Father Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Interesting choice of words. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean.
Well, it wouldn't be a very interesting video game now, would it?
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Well, sometimes it usually is you. Hey, Edgeworth?
Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably gonna get off the hook. You can try to smile just a little. Relax. Grab yourself a snack and a glass of orange juice.
Shut up. Fuck you. Shut up.
Wait, what was that from?
It's from this cringy video called The Top 10 Hottest Female Sonic Characters. And before he does the countdown, he says, grab yourself a snack and a glass of orange juice and try not to reach through the screen. It is...
I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet.
What do you mean?
Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you.
Edgeworth?
No. There's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... can't make up my mind.
What is this about, Edgeworth?
It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed.
A crime you committed?
A memory of a murder.
What in the hell could he mean? We'll just have to find out.
Next time on the Super Bonus Round.
Where we get to the final investigation day. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.